The very concept of crypto is still a mystery to many, especially to people who are yet to explore it. But probably the greatest mystery related to crypto is about the identity of its founder, Satoshi Nakamoto. Little is known about him. His last communication was in April 2011, 2 years after the very network came into existence. Nakamoto is vital to the Bitcoin ecosystem beyond his status as a founder or author of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. He is a philosophical figurehead and frequently invoked among cryptocurrency proponents debating the future of Bitcoin's development. In this video, we will try to look at what we have come to know about Satoshi Nakamoto till date. Watch the video till the end to find out the astonishing facts about him as we try to unveil his identity. At Finance Doc, we will be sharing more explanation videos related to cryptocurrencies, trading, forex, and many more. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified on our upcoming videos. Come, let's begin the video. Who is the mysterious founder of Bitcoin? The name Satoshi Nakamoto is probably an alias used by the person or entity who created Bitcoin to cover up the true identity. He claims to be Japanese, born on April 5, 1975, and resides in Japan, but people doubt this, thanks to his native-level command over English language, also as his preference for working hours is more according to the GMT than Asia. Satoshi is a Japanese boy's name that means one with wise ancestry, and he is presumed to be male. Nakamoto has not revealed any personal information while discussing technical matters. He had provided some remarks on the banking system and the fractional reserve banking system. On his P2P Foundation profile as of 2012, Nakamoto is claimed to be a 37-year-old. He is male and lived in Japan. But as per some of the theories, he was unlikely to be Japanese, mainly because of his native-level use of English and his Bitcoin software not being documented or labeled in Japanese. Some have considered that Nakamoto could be a team of people. As per Dan Kaminsky, a security researcher, after reading the Bitcoin code, said that Nakamoto could either be a team of people or a genius. Laszlo Hanyecz, a developer who had emailed Nakamoto, had the commotion that the code was too neat for one person. Gavin Anderson, a software developer and once the most public face of the digital currency project, had said of Nakamoto's code, "He was a brilliant coder, but it was quirky." In 2008, Nakamoto mailed the Bitcoin white paper to a cryptographic mailing list. This mailing list contained renowned people who believed in decentralization and cryptography. That's why this name is so famous. Nakamoto was the first to solve the double spending problem for a decentralized digital currency, creating a new asset, the likes of which the world had never seen before, Bitcoin. In October 2008, the original Satoshi Nakamoto's white paper was published, describing his blueprint for a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. In January 2009, he released version 0.1 of the source code and launched the cryptocurrency by mining the Genesis block. The founder continued to work on the software project for about another year and a half before disengaging himself from active development. Satoshi Nakamoto's white paper sent to the cryptographic mailing list can be found in the Mail Archive. It contains all the emails sent by him. Any researcher can go to the link and check his emails. Nobody knows why Satoshi Nakamoto decided to disappear without ever divulging his true identity, or even encashing some of the billions of dollars his early minted coins are worth of at present. This has provided fertile ground for speculation, educated guesses, and outright conspiracy theories. Researchers have pored over the few data points left by the mysterious figure, trying to analyze his vocabulary, his way of writing, and other clues to find some hints of his true identity. How much Bitcoin does Satoshi Nakamoto have? The reason why nobody knows the precise number of Bitcoins that Satoshi holds is because they're not held within the same wallet, but rather scattered around thousands of various wallets. This is the only address which belongs to Satoshi that is confirmed since it mined the Bitcoin Genesis block. Interestingly, this wallet keeps receiving Bitcoin transactions. Whether these are just tips sent as a tribute, or if there is something more to it is unknown. One significant example was when the now discontinued exchange MTGOX sent 1.23 Bitcoin to one of Satoshi's wallets. When Bitcoin reached its all-time high of $69,000 in November 2021, Satoshi Nakamoto's net worth would have been $67.6 billion. This could have got him into the top 20 richest persons alive in 2021. By the time Bitcoin reaches $250,000 and the current world's billionaires remain relatively unmoved, then Satoshi will become the wealthiest person in the world. When Bitcoin becomes global money, or at least a form of digital gold, then it's arguably not beyond belief that Satoshi may claim the #1 spot on the Forbes billionaires list. Since Satoshi Nakamoto holds approximately 980,000 Bitcoins, the Bitcoin price will have to reach $1 million per coin for him to become a trillionaire. And since there will never be more than 21 million Bitcoins, that would put the total Bitcoin market capitalization at $21 trillion. Rumors around the world: who is Satoshi Nakamoto? There are still various theories about Satoshi Nakamoto and his real identity. Doubts about his real identity have mostly focused on certain cryptography and computer science experts of non-Japanese ancestry, living in the USA and various European countries. Possibly a group of companies. This could be the weirdest speculation. There isn't any journal or paper that can stand as evidence for this. Some people suggest that Samsung, Toshiba, Nakamichi, and Motorola together created Bitcoin, as you can tell from their names. Satoshi Nakamoto. Samsung and Toshiba together makes Satoshi. Nakamichi and Motorola together makes Nakamoto. Though, there is no official validation for such a conclusion. Nick Sabo. Nick Sabo is a US computer scientist and cryptographer. He is speculated by some to be the founder of Bitcoin. Nick coined the concept of digital currency for the digital age by creating BitGold. BitGold was the ancestor of Bitcoin. However, it was not used by the masses because of limitations. After analysis of Satoshi's e-paper, a researcher came to the conclusion that Nick Sabo was Satoshi Nakamoto, but Nick has never accepted this hypothesis. Craig Stephen Wright. Craig Wright, an Australian entrepreneur, claimed to the BBC on May 2, 2016 to be the inventor of Bitcoin. However, when examined by core Bitcoin developers like Peter Todd, Craig was unable to provide any acceptable supporting evidence for his claim, though initially, he said he would come back with relevant evidence of being the creator of Bitcoin. He failed to do so, and said on his blog that he was sorry and didn't have the courage to continue. Dorian Nakamoto. This is the most famous one. In March 2014, another speculation came out about the identity of Satoshi. A news source claimed that they had found Satoshi and he lived in California, USA. His full name, as found on records, was Dorian Prentice Satoshi Nakamoto. He was a physicist and a systems engineer who had recently been laid off by the government. In a report on famous weekly news magazine named Newsweek claimed several similarities between Satoshi Nakamoto and Dorian Nakamoto, like both of them supposedly held libertarian leanings and has a Japanese connection. Dorian graduated in physics from California Polytechnic and has worked on classified defense projects. The article's author Leah McGrath Goodman had also claimed Dorian said he was no longer involved with Bitcoin and that he had turned it over to other people. Dorian Nakamoto later denied the quote and claimed to the Associated Press, "I got nothing to do with it." The magazine also published a photograph claiming to be of Nakamoto's home. In today's date, an image search could easily reveal its location. While many did not believe Dorian Nakamoto as Bitcoin's founder, the crypto community was appalled as his privacy was violated. You can click on the link at the top right corner of the screen, or else you can read the article later from the link shared in the description box below. The official statement was first obtained and tweeted out by Reuters' Felix Salmon, who mentioned on Twitter that he had received it from Dorian Nakamoto's lawyer Ethan Kirshner. "I have no knowledge of nor have I ever worked on cryptography, peer-to-peer systems, or alternative currencies. My prospects for gainful employment has been harmed because of Newsweek's article. This will be our last public statement on this matter. I ask that you now respect our privacy." After this wacky saga had ruffled a lot of feathers, but it ended up being a somewhat profitable campaign for him. In March 2014, a British-Greek Bitcoin advocate, tech entrepreneur, and author Andreas Antonopoulos launched a fundraiser to support Nakamoto. The campaign served as an apology for the nightmare that Nakamoto experienced during the media circus. Roughly around 2,000 people voluntarily donated approximately 47.5 Bitcoin, which was worth roughly $20,000 at that time. And at Bitcoin's peak in November 2021, the amount equals to around $3.27 million. Hal Finney? Hal was a cryptographer even before his involvement with Bitcoin. When Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin white paper was received, he was on the mailing list. Hal claimed that he had been communicating with Satoshi to support his testing, which led to the speculative conclusion that he was Satoshi. Hal's writing style is also closely identical to Satoshi's in the Bitcoin white paper. The suspicion evaporated when he showed his email conversation with Satoshi, but that could just be a diversion tactic. He was the first person to receive a Bitcoin transaction from Satoshi Nakamoto on January 12, 2009. Just after a few days, Satoshi had mined the Genesis block on January 3, 2009 at 18:15 and 5 seconds Greenwich Mean Time. Other less discussed possible Satoshi candidates include cypherpunk pioneer Ian Grigg, Japanese mathematician Shinichi Mochizuki, and tech giant Elon Musk. Whatever anyone may say or think, the anonymity factor of Satoshi Nakamoto has proven to be healthy for Bitcoin. Because of the importance of Bitcoin, blockchain technology, and of course, Satoshi Nakamoto, it becomes more relevant. Although Bitcoin has become more important than a single individual, the mystery revolving around Satoshi Nakamoto still remains. We would all love to solve this mystery once and for all. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on our upcoming videos.